New Overwatch season means new content. Now, for Season 4, obviously, like all the other seasons, you get your usual cosmetic items and Battle Pass. In this season, we will also have a limited time event where you get to try out the new support hero for free, as well as you will have other little events coming throughout the season. But the brunt of this seasonal update is the new support hero, Lifeweaver. And as a support main myself, this guy is the most complicated, clunky character that they have ever released, at least in the support category. First and foremost, his kit in general is a jack of all trades kind of kit. He has an assortment of abilities that are useful, but not better than abilities that other characters have. For example, he has a little dash that gives him a little bit of healing, but it's not as good as a Moira fade. He has the ability, his ultimate is a tree that heals an area of effect, which is nice, but it's not better than Transcendence. He had his primary fire, which is rapid fire damage, is nice, but it's not better than what Kirako can provide. So you see where I'm going, where he's a jack of all trades, but a master of none. But because he is a jack of all trades, he can be useful in many, many, many different situations. To me, his best ability is either his pull, where he can pull and end a teammate out of danger, or his pedal, which can be used as an escape tool to lift himself up to escape, or to be comboed with someone like a Cassidy who wants to ult and take high ground from a cheeky angle. Everything about Lifeweaver's kit is predominantly about enabling a teammate. That is his greatest strength. He enables a teammate to do something else. That is the best way. He's a combo machine when you're queued up with a duo, someone who you can combo with. On the flip side of it, it is also his biggest weakness because he can't really do much by himself. That's just the way he is designed. Case in point, his healing is not the greatest healing out there. Like, you can't pair him with a Zenyatta and have a good healing output. It's not going to happen. Your team is going to get bursted to death. So he needs to be comboed with a high healing output support character. Someone like Moira, Baptiste, Ana. Those are the kinds of characters where, yes, he could be worked with well as a support duo. But on the flip side of it, he is great at enabling people, but that is the extent of his kit. Now, the other issue with his kit, and I don't know why Blizzard did this, but he is currently clunky to play because in order to heal and fire weapons, you need to swap. Unlike Kirako, unlike Moira, unlike Baptiste, where your left click can be used for damage or healing, and the right click can be used for the other, you actually have to swap weapons more akin to like Mercy has to swap to her pistol. The only issue is, unlike Mercy, who, unless you're Battle Mercy, you rarely swap to your pistol, you are constantly going back and forth between your healing and your damage, and you keep constantly swapping weapons. This is even worse for controller players. Now, the good news is, as of the making of this video, game director Aaron Keller has put out a tweet saying that the team is looking at ways to improve the way he controls and make him more fluid. Hopefully they take the example that was made in the workshop. I forgot who made it, but they made a workshop mod where they tweaked his kit so that it plays more in line like a Kirako, like a Moira, where his one left click is primary, his right click is healing, and they allocated his dash to like the double jump akin to something like Hanzo with his dash. So there was already a template in the workshop that someone has done on how to improve Lifeweaver in terms of his controls and make him less clunky than he currently is. Overall though, in terms of power level, I don't think he's overpowered. I don't think he's underpowered. I think he's in a decent spot, but in order to maximize his kit, you need to have a big brain. He is straight big brain plays. And when you have big brain plays, you can make things happen. But, as I said, he needs to be comboing with somebody. He needs to work in conjunction. So he is not the perfect character for solo queues. He's the perfect character for someone who is constantly doing or queuing with a group of people. As I said at the top of this video, there is also a battle pass with lovely juicy cosmetics as well as an in-game store. The key cog about the battle pass this season with Lifeweaver is the fact that you unlock Lifeweaver at level 45. To me, that's a big W. We've been complaining about, how high it was before. It was 55, now it's 45. It's still a little high in my opinion. I would like to see that trimmed down by another 10 levels or so. But 45 doesn't take too long for players to get to. But in my personal preference, I think that should be a little bit lower in my opinion. But overall, this is a good seasonal update. The game is as I expected it to be. It is being supported. There's always new content. We're still waiting on PvE stuff, but there will be, at some point some PvE announcements later this year, so hopefully that happens. But overall, this is a good seasonal update. Lifeweaver is fun to play once you take the time to get used to him, but he is not an easy character to play. He does require a big brain, and he does require coordination. But that's it for me, guys, for this video. This is Veteran Gamer, and I hope to see you guys next time.